Hello everybody, JG Crafter here and welcome back to another video where today I am going to be talking about the anime The Rising of the Shield Hero. And I'm going to be honest, when I saw what this show was going to be, like from the description and the name, I thought it was going to be mediocre at best. So I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to get into when I watched this series, but oh my lord, this series was so good. Like, I admit 25 episode series have grown kind of a discomfort from me. Like, I don't like watching them because it just takes so much time to just get through the main story. And while I admit I did have a lot of fun with Sword Art Online, which an anime review will be coming out for that eventually, there is one major difference, is that this story, even though it works in arcs like every other anime does, it doesn't feel like it's a different story. It still feels like it's one story being told, just on a continuous level. The voice acting is really good. The characters, for the most part, are really likable. And in general, I had a lot of fun watching this series. But I'm just going to quickly dive into the plot here, so here we go. So, the plot is basically kind of simple. Main character decides to go to a library and finds a book about 4 heroes. And when he gets to the hero with the shield, which is the defensive weapon when the rest are all offensive, sword, bow, and spear, he then ends up finding that the shield hero's whole thing is empty, and then he gets sent to another world, getting summoned there, and fighting as the shield hero, along with 3 other people who are all from completely different worlds, which they're all set in the world of Japan, which makes sense. So basically, after they're brought there, then things kind of go on a natural explanation spree where they explain everything that's going on and what the heroes have to do. But it generally is just kind of the, kind of weird stuff. But the explanations were pretty well done, I admit. I had a lot of fun listening to them, getting to know more about that world. And then came to when everybody had to start getting their weapons and stuff like that, and yada yada yada. And the thing is, that world, from that kingdom, the king and the princess hate the shield hero. Like, they despise him. Mainly because apparently something happened with them in the past with other shield heroes. And so basically they have this whole plot of setting up the shield hero by framing him for sexually harassing the princess after her joining his party. And it just made life completely miserable for him. So now, framed for something he didn't do, he now has to go on a journey with only his shield and a cloak that was given to him in the episode, which makes him look super cool. And basically, without diving into spoilers, that's how it basically starts. I know that was kind of spoilerish, spoiler-ish, but that's mainly just because that's the description of the show, which is why the whole princess tricking the shield hero thing I just revealed, because that's like, even though it's like 5-10 minutes of the first episode, which is like almost a 40-minute episode or more, I don't know. It was not fun knowing that was what was gonna happen, which is why I skipped to the part where it already happened. And basically, it's really it made me angry seeing the shield hero become so distraught and angry just because people didn't want to accept the fact that he was the shield hero. They didn't care who he was or how different he was from previous shield heroes. They just thought because he has the shield, he's not good. And honestly, that just sounds like a horrible thing to happen. Your whole reputation gets ruined just because people don't, like 1 to 2 people don't like you, because they're royalty, they'll frame you for something stupid. And the show continued on. It currently only has 1 season as the time I am watching it, and I heard season 2 is coming out sometime within the next few months or next year. And when it does come out, I do plan to watch it, because this season was a thrill ride. I actually really liked it. I try my best not to dive into spoilers too much. I know that sounds ridiculous considering other anime reviews have lots of spoilers, but in truth, like the animes I want people to watch, I try to avoid as many spoilers as possible. That way, I don't have to give you more than the reasons I think it's worth watching. I just like spoiling the bad stuff because it's bad. Does that even make sense? Yeah, whatever. So anyway, basically, the show, it has basically every single episode is good in its own way. I can't think of one episode I disliked. I can think of episodes I think were not as entertaining as others, but when it comes to the actual show itself, there's no episode I generally didn't think was boring to watch or didn't have fun watching. And it may have took me a few days compared to normal times, but honestly, I had a lot of fun with this anime, and I really wish we could see more stuff like this. The characters, besides a few I can think of, are either likable or not as hateable as others, but there are some ones that are a little more annoying because of what they do. For a fact of of the four heroes, it's of the spear, the bow, the sword, and the shield. The spear is extremely gullible, which makes him highly unlikable because he'll believe anything some people tell him, meaning he thinks he's being this mega awesome hero, but he's actually being a complete jackbutt. And the bow hero, he doesn't really think of things in the world as like the world matters. He just focuses on trying to level himself up, not actually trying to focus on everyone around him. And the sword hero, he does not consider what happens after he's done something. He doesn't consider the aftermath. And the shield hero does end up having to go back and fix a bunch of their problems, and it's generally, I'm trying my best not to spoil everything. I actually would really recommend this series if you have not watched it yet, because it's generally a fun ride. I generally can't think of that much that I dislike about this show. And I'm so excited for Season 2 when it comes out. I'll admit it, I want to see Season 2 happen, and I want to see it because this show has so much potential, and I want to see it grow and become a big anime one day. The characters are great. The world is great. Literally everything about it is great. Either that or I have a habit of really liking animes that have an RPG-based atmosphere, which I don't think is the case, because there's actually this other anime I watched, which I thought was just okay, but it had an RPG-based thing, or maybe it's just depending on the plot. I don't know. But I enjoyed this series. I would highly recommend it, and I've said I way too many times. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I recommend this anime a lot. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Likeable characters, and the team that does gather with our main character. It's all great. I really liked it. Just this series, it's highly recommended for me. Like, for me, I think people will enjoy this if they like the more RPG-based, action-packed adventure quest. It's interesting, and there's so much that they could set up for Season 2 as well. But those are all just my thoughts. Generally, I really like this anime. I think it was really well done, and I really think that it has some of the potential to be one of the greats. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed, and let me know if you guys want to see more anime reviews. Probably not that many people want to see them, but I don't care. Also, I saw on my last anime review of Toradora, somebody try to make points against my thoughts on the anime. And all I thought was, did you even remember the anime that well? Because I kind of disagree with some of those points. But that's all I could say for now, so So, yeah. That's completely unrelated. I am so sorry. But anyway, The Rising of the Shield Hero, I would highly recommend it. Likeable characters, likeable story, and in general, I had a lot of fun watching it. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and I hope that more people will check out the series. it has the ability to be one of the bets. Bets. Blah. Oh wow, I can't talk. Peace.